Up next here in Cowboys Twitter, we go to the account of Ed Werder, who this afternoon tweeted, Dan Quinn considers Bobby Wagner the greatest linebacker he's coached. So I fully expect the Cowboys DC to encourage the front office to pursue Wagner as he becomes a free agent and available to sign immediately. Is that a pipe dream? Is that somewhat realistic for Cowboys fans? What do you say?
I reached out to Ed and asked him myself. I said, listen, this is something that you're getting from somebody? He says, no, this is not just something made up. You know, there's people legitimately in the organization. They understand what Dan Quinn's, love for the player is. But like Ed said, and he mentioned it, he said, hey, it's all going to be about the money, though. Can they afford, Bobby Wagner made $16 million last year. What is Bobby Wagner is not going to play for the veteran minimum. And also maybe a question about, if as you really dig in, does Bobby Wagner really, really want to be here? That's a whole nother thing right there. So, yeah, you can connect dots all you want, but, maybe he ends up back in Seattle. Maybe
that'd be crazy.
A cheaper deal.
Yeah, on a cheaper deal. Yeah, absolutely.
Pete Carroll was talking about that at the Combine. But once you trade Russell Wilson, you got to love Seattle in order to want to go back there right now. So be the only good player.
But Ed's report, I think, I trust Ed on this one because, like I said, he says I talked to a couple different people about it, and they know the love that Dan Quinn does have for this particular guy.
Do you have any concern about bringing in a 31-year-old linebacker in this case, or is it just Bobby Wagner, Hall of Fame, or like surefire first ballot Hall of Famer and still a good player?
Man, this guy, it seems like last 4 years he's led the league in tackles.
Yeah.
Every year it seems like he makes, he has seems like 50, 60 more tackles than anybody else. I think if you're looking for leadership and things like that to maybe help with what you have with Parsons. Now you get Bobby Wagner, you get Cox, and then you get Parsons all in the field sometime at the same time. You shored up your linebacker situation pretty good right there.
He's only missed a few games like over the last 8 seasons. He had a rough go of it in years 2, 3, and 4, but then it was all 16s. In 2018, he missed 1 game, but this past year he got hurt in week 17, and at that point he was still leading the NFL in tackles with like 172. Broke the franchise record.
Every year he's like that. Our buddy Stone Dog, he's like, remember the last time a Seattle player wanted to come to the Cowboys? Yeah, I see the Wagner situations ending the same way.
Yeah, no.
Sometimes at these Seattle players, they use you a little bit to get where they need to go somewhere. That's well put. Something to think about.
Yeah, I think he's still going to come around $10 or $12 million is the deal. He made 16 last year, and he hasn't had to drop off and play that would bring him around to where the Cowboys would want to allocate that much salary cap space for him.
Yeah.
So probably still too good for that reunion with Dan Quinn, but maybe in a year or two, if DQ is still around and Bobby Wagner is, I think the more likely idea is that Anthony Hitchens at 29 years old, who said he is open to return to the Cowboys, and he might have fallen off enough that you're just looking for a guy in what would that be, running situations? Get him on the field?
Yeah, the thing of that, they said that the scouts that I talked to said that the problem with Hitchens is he just doesn't run as well as he once did. The range is not there like he had before.